Hello guys and girls out there, wherever you are. Welcome to another totally random video. And in today's video I want to show you another mini disc device. It is the Sony MZ-R37. So I just got it, and as you can tell I managed to get it with the original package. So yeah, I'm really glad that I got it. I always wanted one, but also always never wanted one because I thought, okay, I don't need one. I already have enough portables. But there are reasons why I got it, and I'm going to explain these reasons to you later on in the video. This isn't going to be an unboxing. I just want to show you the original package because I got it. You know, usually I am not that crazy about whenever I purchase something that I get the original package with it. Not if it's something old or something used. I don't really care about the original package as long as the whatever it is that I'm purchasing is in a good working condition. But you know, there are some people out there who are really, how should I say it, passionate about it. And yeah, so for those of you, this is what the original package looks like. And now let's get to the device itself. And this is it. So it's a really nice mini disc recorder, a nice portable mini disc recorder. And yeah, it has a few some very small scratches, but it's not really that much. And it looks really, really nice. I wish that this would be a window where you could see the disc spinning, but unfortunately it isn't. It's just a black whatever it is. But yeah. So this is what the front looks like. Of course, I'm going to explain a lot of those things later on in the video. And I have to say, here we have the microphone with plug-in power. Opening for the battery compartment. This is the DC input. And we also have a few buttons down here on the bottom. Sync rack, AVLS, display, editing, mode, T-mark, all those things. And I really have to say, I was a little surprised when I first got it. I was a little bit surprised at the size. It is actually a little bit smaller than you would expect. From the pictures and also from some of the videos, I really thought that it would be a lot bigger, but it isn't. And it is pretty much the same size as the Sony R55 with the battery compartment attached. So it's not so good, probably scratching. But yeah, it is, how can I show it? So it is almost as thick as this one. So yeah, it is pretty much the same thing. Let's put it like this, so you can tell they are the same size, basically. And yeah, another interesting fact is the reason why I'm also showing you the R55 right here is because I did a little research and I found out that the MZ-R37 has been released just something like 6 months 6 months after the R55. Now I don't know why 37 comes after 55, but that's the way it is. And even though it's been released later than this one, it looks older, don't you think? It looks a little bit more, I don't know if I should say vintage, but it looks a little bit more like it's been released 1969 or something like this instead of 1989 or 1999 or whatever. Yeah, this one was released in 89 and this one in 99, I think. And another thing that is quite interesting, they both use pretty much exactly the same hardware. So this one has the exact same laser, the exact same drive, the exact same, yeah, how do you say it, mechanism, driving mechanism, all that stuff. Also all the ICs and the A-track, everything is the same. I think the only thing that is different on this one is that it has a new or a more updated IC for the headphone and line out. But everything else is pretty much the same. But there are still sound differences, apparently. So the jitter on this one is much higher than on the 55. So when it comes, so it's using a different IC for the AD and DA converter. But yeah, everything else is the same. And yeah, they're both using A-Track 4.0. Now another thing that is different, even though this one came after this one, the R37 doesn't has an internal clock. So you can tell the R55 has an internal clock to do the timestamp on your recordings. Well, this one doesn't have it, so the R37 isn't making a timestamp on your recordings. These are some of the differences. And another thing that is quite interesting for me that I figured out, that I found out, the R37 is actually, I don't know if it's just for Sony or just in particular, but I think this one is the last portable with an extra line out. All the other portables that came after this one, they didn't have a line out, or they had it integrated in the headphone output or something like that. But this is the last one with a line out. So that's quite interesting. So now let's get into the functions, how it works. So let's get a disc inside. I mean, I think I don't need to explain things like recording and stuff like that. So this is what the display looks like. Yeah, great. Now that it's in focus, it's turning off. That's great. You know, one of the things that I don't like is that the display is so short, because I like to see when the name is scrolling through, but this one is quite short. But nonetheless, so yeah, I mean, this one is pretty much self-explaining. Record, pause, stop, play, forward, backward, volume up and down. What I find interesting is that here volume is numbers. On the R55 you have the line that is going up and down. Here we have numbers. Yeah, sync rack on off, mega bass, which is not that easy to see right here because it's just here on this little side. So if we turn the mega bass on, You have just these, here you can hardly see it, these very small dots on the left side of the display. And we have AVLS, so you have to hold the megabase button for 2 seconds to turn AVLS on and off. Come on. So let's push it. So now AVLS is turned on. Now it's turned off. So if we go to editing, so let's just stop the disk right here. We hold the display button for 2 seconds, and then we are in editing mode. So now we can change the name for the disk, and if we push these buttons, we can get to the next menu, which is erase. So let's push enter. Now we can also use back and forward to scroll through the alphabet, and we have the caps button to change between capital letters. For some reason it's not doing it. Why are you not doing it right now? You did it before. Or is it, no, wait a second, caps is the pause button. Ah, the pause button is caps. Yeah, so this button, this is end search, so that button isn't doing anything right now. And then we use play to get to the next position. And we can also use the display button to insert something in case we forgot something. And then we also have mode, which is then in this menu the delete button. So pretty straightforward. We can also use the volume buttons to scroll through the positions. And actually stop and cancel is basically the same. So I don't know why they decided to make that an extra button, but that's just the way it is. And that's pretty much it. Then because I got the original package, I also got the original remote control with it. So this is the remote control, and it's again one of those things. This thing came after the R55, but even the R55 had a remote control with a small backlit display, with a small LCD display, which was also backlit, and this one doesn't. So I don't know, it looks older, but it is newer. That's so weird. So yeah, this is where you plug in your headphones. Come on, focus please. So here we have forward, backward, play, select, stop and enter, volume and position. So you can also use this remote control to title your tracks. So in case you don't want to hold the unit and fiddle around with the buttons on the bottom of the recorder, so you can also use the remote control to do it. So T mark, cancel, edit, insert, delete, hold, which I don't know, it doesn't, yeah, hold seems to be broken, so that doesn't work. Hold is, it is stuck. Yeah, I don't want to throw the camera over. But yeah, this is the remote control. Also a standard plug that you plug in, just like so. Yeah. So one of the reasons why I got this device is because I was really missing playing my mini discs on a portable device. Because when I listen to my mini discs on a mini disc deck, I'm starting to lose the mini disc feeling for some reason, because decks, they all look the same, they have the same standard size. So it could also be a CD deck or a tape deck or something like this. But listening to your mini discs on one of those devices, that still is something different. It's something special in my opinion. And I mean, I didn't know what it sounds like, but it sounds a little bit more clear than my mini disc deck when I listen to it. Of course, I will definitely continue using my mini disc deck as the main recording device, since its decks always have a better recording quality than portables, even though they have the same 8-track version. And my deck has 8-track DSP Type R, so it's going to stay the main recorder. But the reason why I got this portable is because it's one of the very few portables that looks like it's meant to be used as a stationary mini disc player as well. And it works very well for that purpose too. I mean, we have all the buttons on the front. I love the front-facing display. So it looks like a miniature mini disc deck, if you ask me. And you probably think, okay, if you want to listen to your mini discs on a portable, why don't you use one of your portables like the R55? Because the R55, it's not really that suitable for a stationary mini disc player. For example, taking out the mini disc is a pain in the ass with the R55 if you're using it as a stationary, if it's just sitting there. But with the R37, it's a piece of cake. It's very easy to do, and I really love it. And as you can tell, it also looks very nice and very beautiful just sitting there as a mini disc player. So this is now my main device to play my mini discs on, and I love it. And yeah, it's just a nice device. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment, thumbs up, subscribe, whatever you like. And hopefully I see you in the next, maybe totally random video. Maybe it's a mini disc video. We will see. Thanks for watching and bye.